Welcome children, welcome to class 9 mathematics model question paper, and you will get 90 minutes for solving that question paper and marks out of 40. The question paper contains 3 parts A, B and C. Section A, 20 questions of 1 mark each. You have to attend any 16 questions. Section B also contains 20 questions of 1 mark each. You have to attempt any 16 questions. Section C, 10 questions of 1 mark each. You have to attempt any 8 questions, and there is no negative marks. Let us start our questions. Section A, first question is 2 root 3 plus root 3 is equal to, here 4 options are given, 2 root 6, B 6, C 3 root 3 and D 4 root 6. We have to find that correct answer from these options so that we can solve these. 2 root 3 plus root 3 is equal to, here we know root 3 is common for both, so root 3 we can take outside, and after that we can apply distributive property. Here 2 remains, 2, then this plus root 3, 1 into root 3 only root 3 we have taken outside, then 1 remains there, that is equal to root 3 into 2 plus 1 is 3, so it is 3 root 3. So our correct answer is 3 root 3. The second question is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the adjacent angles so formed is option A 100 degree, option B 180 degree, option C 90 degree, option D 360 degree. We have to select the correct answer. For that we can just draw a line and a ray. Here this is the ray. From this figure itself we could understood that answer. This is a ray and here it is a line. And the question is, if a ray stands on a line, then the sum of the adjacent angles, this is one of the adjacent angle, this is the another one, so sum of the adjacent angles is equal to 180 degree. This is very simple. Now it is a straight line, so we have got it. 180 degree is the correct answer. Third question is, which of the following is irrational? Options are given here. We have to choose the correct one from here. So we know that an irrational number is a number that cannot be expressed as a fraction for any integers. And 0.32, we can express this as 32 by 100. So this is not an irrational number. And second one, 0.3215 can be written as 3215 divided by 10,000. And third one, 0.321 can be written as 321 by 1000. And the fourth one, we cannot write that as the form of P by Q. So this is the answer. Fourth question is, point minus 4 minus 2 lies in the quadrant. Option A, first one, option B, second quadrant, option C, third one, option D, fourth. For finding the correct answer, if it is needed, we can just draw that graph of that point minus 4 and minus 2. Here you can see this is the first quadrant, both are positive, both x and y are positive. Second quadrant, y is positive and x is negative. Third quadrant only both are coming as negative. And the point minus 4 minus 2 lies on the third quadrant. So our answer is option C. The question is, every rational number is a natural number, an integer, a real number, a whole number. We know that answer is a real number that you have studied. Every rational number is a real number. Question number 6. Decimal representation of a rational number cannot be terminating, non-terminating, non-terminating repeating, non-terminating, non-repeating. The answer is non-terminating, non-repeating. Seventh question, the point whose ordinate is 4 and which lies on y-axis is, ordinate means y-axis itself. That graph we can draw for that. Ordinate 4, ordinate 4. here is that point, and there we know that abscissa or x-axis is 0. So we can mark that point as 0, 4. X-axis is 0 here. So 0, 4 is the point. This is the answer, B. Question number 8. The linear equation 2x minus 5y is equal to 7 has a unique solution, two solutions, infinitely many solutions, no solutions. That answer is, we can check what will be that answer. 2x minus 5y is equal to 7. Let x equal to 1 first. Then 2 into 1 minus 5y is equal to 7. From here we can find the value of y. 2 into 1, 2 minus 5y is equal to 7. 5y is equal to minus 5y is equal to 7 minus 2, that is equal to 5. Therefore, we are getting that value of y is equal to 5 divided by minus 5 equal to minus 1. Now we have got that y is equal to minus 1. The next we can take, let x is equal to 2. Then substituting x here, 2 into 2 minus 5 into y equal to 7. Here 2 into 2, 4, minus 5y is equal to 7. That is minus 5y is equal to 7 minus 4, that is equal to 3. Therefore, y is equal to 3 divided by minus 5, that is equal to 3. 3 divided by minus 5. We have got that answer. When x equal to 1, y equal to minus 1. When x equal to 2, y we have got 3 by minus 5 or minus 3 by 5 it is. That means whenever we are giving that value of x equal to 3, we will get that value of y another one. So it has infinitely many solutions. That is the answer. Infinitely many solutions. Ninth question is, in figure POQ is a line. Figure you can see here, POQ is a line. Angle POR, here is that angle POR, that is equal to 4x, and angle QOR, here is the angle QOR, that is equal to 2x. Then the value of x is, here that options are given, we have to find the correct answer. Here we know it is a straight angle. 4x and 2x, we have to get that sum 180 degree, and these are the adjacent angles of that line lying on the straight line also. So we can think about that straight angle, sum of these two angles 4x plus 2x should be equal to 180 degree. Then 6x is equal to 180 degree. Then x is equal to 180 degree divided by 6, that is equal to 30 degree. So the value of x is 30 degree. This is the answer. 10th question. If two straight lines intersect each in such a way that one of the angles so formed measure 90 degree, then each of the remaining angles measures is. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ എല്ലാം തന്നെ നമ്മൾ അതിൻ്റെ പിക്ചർ വരച്ച് നോക്കി വേണം ആൻസർ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി. ആൻസർ ഡയറക്റ്റായിട്ട് പെട്ടെന്ന് കിട്ടുവാണെങ്കിൽ എഴുതുന്നതിൽ തെറ്റില്ല, പക്ഷേ ഒന്ന് വരച്ച് നോക്കിയിട്ട് എഴുതുമ്പോൾ ആൻസർ ഒരിക്കലും തെറ്റിപ്പോകത്തില്ല. ടു സ്ട്രേറ്റ് ലൈൻസ് ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റ്, ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ രണ്ട് സ്ട്രേറ്റ് ലൈൻ വരച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അത് ഇൻ്റർസെക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന 90 ഡിഗ്രി ആംഗിളിലാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഒരു ആംഗിൾ 90 ഡിഗ്രിയാണ്. സോ ഇത് വരയ്ക്കുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും, ഒരെണ്ണം 90 വന്നു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ബാലൻസ് ഉള്ള 3 ആംഗിൾസും it should be 90 degree each. So our answer is 90 degree. 11. In the figure, x is 40 degree, 50 degree, 127 degree, 53 degree. Figure is given here. We can see from that figure, AB and CD are parallel lines, and here these measurements are given. Here it is 127 degree, 50 degree, and x and y. This much things are given. Just observe this. ഇവിടെ നമുക്കൊരു ട്രയാങ്കിളിനെ കാണാൻ സാധിക്കും. ഹിയർ ഇൻസൈഡ് ദാറ്റ് ഇൻറ്റീരിയർ ആംഗിൾസ് ഓഫ് ദീസ് ട്രയാങ്കിൾസ് ആർ എക്സ് ആൻഡ് വൈ. ഇനി ഇവിടെ ഒരു ആംഗിളും കൂടെ ഉണ്ട്, അതിനെ നമുക്ക് വേണമെങ്കിൽ ഇസഡ് എന്ന് വേണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മുടെ എളുപ്പത്തിന് വേണ്ടി കൊടുക്കാം. ദെൻ വി ക്യാൻ ഫൈൻഡ് ദിസ്. ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് 127. വാട്ട് ഈസ് ദെൻ ഇസഡ്? Z is equal to 180 minus 127. ഇതൊരു ലീനിയർ പെയർ ആണെന്ന് നമുക്കറിയാം. 180 ഡിഗ്രിയാണ് ടോട്ടൽ ആംഗിൾ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അതിനകത്തുനിന്ന് Z കണ്ടുപിടിക്കാൻ സാധിക്കും. അപ്പോൾ Z is equal to 53 ഡിഗ്രി. നമുക്ക് Z ന് ഇവിടെ 53 ഡിഗ്രി കിട്ടി. Then here we know that ഇതൊരു 2 പാരലൽ ലൈൻസ്. ഈ പാരലൽ ലൈൻസിനെ ഈ ട്രാൻസ്വേഴ്സിൽ PR കട്ട് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടാവുന്ന ആംഗിൾസ് ആണ് ഈ രണ്ട് ആംഗിൾ ജോയിൻ ചെയ്യുന്നതും. സം ഓഫ് ദീസ് ടു ആംഗിൾസ് ആൻഡ് ദിസ് 127. സോ we will get y, that is 50 degree plus y is equal to, here this 127 and 50 plus y are the alternate interior angles. We know that alternate interior angles, when the two parallel lines cut by a transversal, the alternate interior angles formed are equal. 127 is equal to 50 plus y. Then we will get y is equal to 127 minus 50, that is equal to 77. Then now we have got Z and y. We know this is a triangle. PQR is a triangle. Here PQR is a triangle, and the sum of these angles x plus y plus z is equal to 180 degree. Angles and property of a triangle. Then x we don't know, y we know. Y we have got 77 degree, and z we know, that is 53 degree. That is equal to 180 degree. That is x plus, add these two, 77 plus 53, x plus 77 plus 53, 130 degree is equal to 180. Then x equal to 180 minus 130 is equal to 50 degree. So we are getting that answer 50 degree. Number 12, by which congruence rule following triangles are congruent? We can see that two triangles here. These three sides are equal, and here these two triangles, three sides are equal. We know that if the three sides are side, this is S, because three sides of a triangle are equal to the corresponding three sides of another triangle. Then the rule is SSS, side congruence rule. Question number 13. Signs of the abscissa and ordinate of a point in the second quadrant are respectively. Here I have drawn that picture. First quadrant x ഉം y ഉം ഓർഡിനേറ്റും അബ്സിസയും പോസിറ്റീവ് ആണ്. സെക്കൻഡ് ക്വാഡ്രൻറ്റിൽ ഓർഡിനേറ്റ് പോസിറ്റീവും അബ്സിസ നെഗറ്റീവുമാണ്. തേർഡ് ക്വാഡ്രൻറ്റിൽ രണ്ടും നെഗറ്റീവായിട്ട് വരുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഇതിനകത്ത് നിന്നുള്ള ആൻസർ സെക്കൻഡ് ക്വാഡ്രൻ്റ് ആണ് ചോദിച്ചിരിക്കുന്നത്. സെക്കൻഡ് ക്വാഡ്രൻറ്റ് റെസ്പെക്റ്റീവ്ലി, ആ ഓർഡർ നമ്മളിവിടെ കീപ്പ് ചെയ്യണം. അബ്സിസ ഇവിടെ നെഗറ്റീവാണ്, ആൻഡ് ഓർഡിനേറ്റ് ഈസ് പോസിറ്റീവ്. ഓർഡിനേറ്റ് y ആക്സിസ് ആണ്. ഹിയർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് പോസിറ്റീവ് ആൻഡ് ഹിയർ x ഈസ് നെഗറ്റീവ്. സോ നെഗറ്റീവ് ആൻഡ് positive. B is the answer. Question number 14. In graphical representation of y is equal to minus 4, line is parallel to x-axis, parallel to y-axis, passes through origin. None of this. ഇവിടെ ഞാൻ ആ പിക്ചർ വരച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. So we can see from this picture, this point y is equal to minus 4. When y is equal to minus 4, the line passes through this point. And this is the line I have drawn here. From here we could understood this is x-axis and this is y-axis. Definitely it is parallel to x-axis. So our answer is parallel to x-axis. Question number 15. The product of any two irrational number is always an irrational number, always a rational number, always an integer, sometimes rational, sometimes irrational. The answer is sometimes rational, sometimes irrational. One example, if we are multiplying root 3, an irrational number, root 3 by root 3 is equal to 3 we are getting. This 3 is a rational number. So sometimes it is coming as rational, sometimes irrational. The 16th question is, if one figure is given,
if AB and CD intersect at O, if triangle AOC is congruent to triangle BOD, then AC is equal to. Look at the figure here. We can see that all corresponding parts AOC. This is the triangle AOC and BOD. This is BOD and AOC BOD. If we are placing it over here, corresponding parts, here this AB will come, AO will come here like this way, and it will be and O will be here, A will come here and C will goes here. Now we can see that corresponding parts AC, here AC is equal to BD. So our answer is BD. 17th question. The sides opposite to two equal angles of a triangle are not equal, equal, may be congruent, not congruent. We can draw a triangle and give name ABC. And here you can see the two equal angles I have marked here. So here the side opposite to angle B, AC, and the side opposite to angle C is AB. We know that for an isosceles triangle, that here these base angles are equal, and this is an isosceles triangle, so here the answer is equal. Question number 18. The length of each side of an equilateral triangle having an area of 9 root 3 centimeter square is, we have to select that correct one from the option, so that we know that equilateral triangle's area, and if A is the length of side, then area of an equilateral triangle, we know that root 3 A square by 4. ഇവിടെ തന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് root 3 A square by 4 is equal to 9 root 3. So we have to write root 3 A square by 4 is equal to 9 root 3. Root 3 A square by 4 means root 3 into A square by 4. 9 root 3 means 9 into root 3. Here we can cancel this root 3 and root 3, LHS and RHS, having the same factor here that we can cancel. ഇവിടെ ഒരേപോലെ വന്നതുകൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ് റൂട്ട് 3 ഇൻറ്റു പ്രോഡക്റ്റ് ആയിട്ട് വന്നതുകൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ് നമ്മൾ ക്യാൻസൽ ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. വി ക്യാൻ സേവ് ടൈം. ദെൻ ബാലൻസ് വി ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് A square by 4 on LHS. RHS only 9. Then we can transpose this 4 towards right. It becomes multiplication. So A square is equal to 9 into 4 equal to 36. Then A is equal to square root of 36 equal to 6. And here we have 6 centimeter. This is the correct answer.
Then the next question is the range of the data. The data is given 14, 27, 29, 61, 45, 15, 9, 18 is. Options are given here. We know range is equal to highest observation minus lowest observation. Highest observation here it is 61. Minus lowest observation, we can see here 9 is the lowest observation here, 9. Then the difference between them is 52. So our answer is 52. Option B, 52. Number 20, a traffic signal board indicating school ahead is an equilateral triangle with the side A. Then area of the traffic signal is, we know that equilateral triangle with the side A. What is the area of equilateral triangle with the side A? We already studied that. That is root 3 A square by 4. This is section B. First question, 21. The value of root 5 minus 2 into root 5 plus 2 is. Options are given here. We have to solve and find this answer. Root 5 minus 2 into root 5 plus 2 is equal to, you can see here instead of root 5 we can give a minus b, 2 we can give b into a plus b. Here it is of the form of the identity a plus b into a minus b.
that is equal to a square minus b square. So that give here, instead of a, here it is root 5. So root 5 square minus b is 2 here. So substitute 2 instead of b, 2 square. That is equal to root 5 square, you know, root 5 into root 5, that is 5, minus 2 square is 4. 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So our answer is C. Option C, 1. Then the 22nd question, the value of 125 raised to the power 2 by 3 is, we can solve this 125 raised to the power 2 by 3. And here 125, you know, that is 5 cube or 5 into 5 into 5. If you don't know that, we can write like this way, 125, 5, 25, 5 and 5. 5 into 5 into 5, that is 5 cube. 125 is equal to 5 into 5 into 5 is equal to 5 cube. So we have rearranged this 125 as 5 cube, the whole raised to, then 125 is equal to 5 cube. 125 ന് പകരം ഇവിടെ 5 cube കൊടുത്തു. Then raised to the power 2 by 3 we have to write here. Then this is of the form a raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n. We have to apply exponential law. A raised to m, the whole raised to n is equal to a raised to m into n here. So that here instead of a, 5 and the exponents m and n, 3 into 2 by 3. Exponents in a multiply ചെയ്യുക. That is equal to 3 and 3 can be cancelled here. And we are getting 5 square. 5 square is equal to 25 we know. So our answer is 25, option B. Question number 23. Which of the following is different from others? Option A, root 7, B, root 8, C, root 9 and D, root 10. We have to observe this properly. We could understood here the different one is root 9. Root 9 is equal to 3 we know, and other all root 7, root 8 and root 10, it is not like that. So this is the answer. Option C, root 9. Next question is 1 by root 7 is. The options are given. We have to solve it for getting this answer. Here it is 1 by root 7. We know it can be multiplied as the denominator is root 7. So if we are multiplying it by root 7 by root 7, there is no change for this one, and that is equal to root 7 into root 7, we know that is 7, and 1 into root 7 is root 7 itself. Root 7 divided by root 7 into root 7 is root 7 into root 7. That is equal to square root of 7 into 7. That is equal to 49. Square root of 49 equal to 7. This way we are getting that 7 here. Root 7 by 7 is the answer. Option B, root 7 by 7. 25th question. In the given figure, on the sides, the respective coordinates of points P and Q respectively are. Here, before looking this option, we have to do that graph of x and y, that points we have to draw. And after that, we have to find the coordinates of the point P. Here, P, we know that here it is respectively. We can say that x coordinate we have to say first. Here it is minus 2. Minus 2. Then y coordinate or is plus 2. So minus 2, 2 we have got P. And here, and next one, the point Q, that is 1. On x-axis, x coordinate is 1 and y coordinate is minus 3. So then look at that options given. Minus 2, 2. 1 minus 3. That is the third one, C. So our answer is C. Minus 2, 2, 1 minus 3. That is the answer. The distance of the point 4, 5 from x-axis is 3 units, minus 3 units, 4 units, 5 units. From this point itself we could understood. Otherwise, just to see that picture, here we can see that point 4, 5. And here it is, if you are joining this, it is like this way, that line. We can see it is 5 units from x-axis. So the answer is 5 units. Option D, 5 units. 27th question, x equal to 5, y is equal to 2 is a solution of the linear equation. Here that options are given and we can see 5 and 2, x equal to 5, y is equal to 2 very clearly. Just observing this, x we are giving 5 and y 2, here we are getting 7. So this is the correct equation. This is the answer. C, option C, x plus y is equal to 7 is the answer. ഇനി പെട്ടെന്ന് നമുക്ക് അങ്ങനെ കിട്ടില്ലാത്തതാണെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ വാല്യൂ എക്സിൻ്റെയും വൈയുടെയും വാല്യൂ കൊടുത്തിട്ട് സബ്സ്റ്റിറ്റ്യൂട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ചെക്ക് ചെയ്യുക. If we are not getting like this way, we have to do like this way. X plus 2y, x 5, 2 into 2 equal to 7. Whether the equation is satisfying or not. 5 plus 4 is not equal to 7. So we cannot select this option A. And second one, 5x plus 2y equal to 7. Substitute as here, x here, 5 into 5 plus 2 into y2 here equal to 7. 5 into 5, 20 plus 5 plus 4 equal to not equal to 7. So this also we cannot select. Like this way we have to substitute the values and check, we will get the correct answer. Here x plus y is equal to 7, x 5, y 2 equal to 7. This is the equation satisfying this solution of x and y. So answer is C, option C. In the figure, the values of x and y are equal to 130 degree, 150 degree, 160 degree, 135 degree. We have to select the option. Here we have to observe this figure. We understood AB and CD are parallel lines and PQ is the transversal of these two parallel lines. And here we can see x and y are the alternate interior angles. So we could understand first itself, x is equal to y. Angle x is equal to y. Then we know here for finding y, it is easy for us. Here 130 and y, these two are vertically opposite angles. Y is equal to 130 degree. We are getting because vertically opposite angles are equal. So that x equal to y we know, we have got y equal to 130. Therefore, x also equal to 130. Alternate interior angles are equal. Y also equal to 130 degree. So our answer is option A, 130 degree. Question number 29. In figure n minus x equal to 4 degree, then value of x is, options are given. Figure, we have to observe the figure and here it is given n minus x equal to 4 degree. So we can write n minus x equal to 4 degree. From here we can find the value of n. N is equal to 4 degree plus. Transpose this minus x towards right. It becomes plus x. N is equal to 4 degree plus x we have got. Then observe the figure. Here we can see it is a complete angle. That is, sum of these three angles we have to get 360 degree. That we can write n plus x plus 150 degree is equal to 360 degree. Then we have to substitute instead of n. We know n is equal to 4 degree plus x. That we can write instead of n 4 degree plus x. Then this x we have to write plus x, then plus 150 is equal to 360 degree. Then add this x plus x we know 2x. These two we are getting 2x plus 4 degree plus 150 is 154 degree. That is equal to 360 degree. Then 2x is equal to 360 degree minus 154 degree. We are transposing 154 towards right. It becomes minus. Then we are getting this 206 degree. Therefore, x is equal to 206
Here 2x is 206 degree, x is equal to 206 divided by 2, that is equal to 103 degree. So our answer is option A, 103 degree. Question number 30, in the adjoining figure, y is equal to, we have to find the value of y. The options are given here. So we have to observe the figure here and find the answer, then choose the answer from the options. Here it is given that x degree 90, y degree 3x degree here, 72 degree here. And first we have to find that x. See here 3x plus 72. So observing this we could understand. Here half, that means 180 degree angle. So half turn is here 3x plus 72. Linear pair and also straight angle. Here you can see straight angle, linear pair 72 and 3x. So we know 3x degree plus 72 degree is equal to, straight angle is 180 degree, or that linear pair it is 180 degree. So here we can find that 3x degree is equal to 180 degree minus 72 degree. That is equal to 108 degree. We are getting 3x. Therefore, x is equal to 108 degree divided by 3. That is equal to 36 degree. We are getting the value of x as 36 degree. Next, we have to find the value of y. Observe here, x plus 90 plus y is equal to 180 degree. These three angles. When we are joining these three angles, it becomes 180 degree straight angle. So we are taking x degree plus 90 degree plus y degree is equal to 180 degree. This is straight angle, these three together. Then x we know 36 degree. X we have already got 36 degree plus 90 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, here we can add 36 plus 90 is 126 degree plus y is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, y is equal to 180 degree. Transposing 126 towards right, it becomes subtraction 126. 180 minus 126. Then we have to subtract and we are getting 4 and 5 here. 54. So our answer is y is equal to 54 degree. Option B, 54 degree is the answer. Question number 31. In the given figure, side BC of triangle ABC has been produced to a point D. If angle A is equal to 3y degree, angle B is equal to x degree, angle C equal to 5y degree, and angle CBD is equal to 7y degree, then the value of x is, here in that picture everything it is given. X degree, 3y degree, 5y degree are the interior angles of the triangle ABC, and 7y degree is the one of the exterior angle. And when we are observing this 5y degree and 7y degree, we could understand that this is a linear pair and that sum is equal to 180 degree. That is 5y plus 7y degree is equal to 180 degree. That is 5y plus 7y is 12y. 12y degree is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, y is equal to 180 divided by 12. That is equal to 15 degree. So we are getting y is equal to 15 degree. And here we can add these all interior angles for finding that value of x. So that here x degree plus 3y degree plus 5y degree is equal to sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. Angle is a property of a triangle. Then x degree, keep it there itself, 3y, 3 into, we know what is y now. Y is equal to 15 degree. Write that here, 15 degree plus 5 into y. 5y is 5 into y. Y യുടെ value നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട് 15 degree. Substitute it is here 15 degree. That is equal to 180 degree. X plus 3y. Yയുടെ value ഇവിടെ substitute ചെയ്തു. 15 degree plus 5 into y degree. Yയുടെ value again we have to give here 15 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. Then x degree plus 3 into 15 45 plus 5 into 15 is 75 degree, that is equal to 180 degree.
That is x degree plus 45 plus 75 is 120 degree equal to 180 degree. Therefore, x is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, that is equal to 60 degree. Now we have got the value of x 60 degree. It is our option A. So our answer is option A, 60 degree.
Question number 32. Side BC of triangle ABC has been produced to D on left and to E on right hand side of BC such that angle ABD is equal to 125 and angle ACE is equal to 130 degree. Then angle A is equal to, we have to find the measure of angle A, so that this interior angle of this triangle, let it be B, and here we can give that small letter C, and here let it be A. Then we can find it one by one. We know that small letter B, here this angle B we can find very easily, 180 minus 125, because here you can see that linear pair, so that we are getting as 55 degree. Similarly, that C also we can find, this angle C is equal to 180 minus 130 degree. That same result, linear pair it is. So we are getting 50 degree angle. So now you can see these A, B and C are the interior angles of a triangle. We know that sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. We are using angle sum property here and substitute the values of B and C. Here A we don't know, and B is 55 degree and C is 50 degree, that is equal to 180 degree. Now we have to solve this linear equation for finding that value of A. Then A plus 55 plus 50, 105 degree is equal to 180. Therefore, A is equal to, transpose this 105 towards right, it is 180 minus 105 degree, that is equal to 75 degree. Then we are searching that answer. Here it is 75. So that D, option D is right answer, 75 degree. Question number 33. In the below figure, angle BEA is. Look at that figure. Here is that BEA. This is the angle, required angle. We have to find this angle BEA. And here other angle C is given, angle A also given. And we know these line and these lines are parallel also. We know it is given like that, so that we can find this. Let us see if we are extending these lines. This is the parallel line, we are extending this, and here also if we are extending this line, we can see BC is the transversal of these two parallel lines, DC and BA. And we know when these parallel lines are cutting by a transversal, the alternate interior angles so formed are equal. So here C is equal to 60 degree, so that this angle B and C are alternate interior angles, so that angle B is also is equal to 60 degree. So we can write angle B is equal to 60 degree. Then we know angle A. Angle A is equal to 50 degree, it is given. Then see, this is a triangle. Here, triangle BEA. We can see the triangle BEA. Then find the sum of angles here. We can take it as angle E itself. Angle E plus angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. We have applied that angle sum property of a triangle. Then angle E we don't know, so we are writing angle E itself plus angle A 50 degree, substitute that here, plus angle B 60 degree,
that is equal to 180 degree. Then angle E plus 50 plus 60, 110 degree equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle E is equal to 180 degree minus 110 degree, that is equal to 70 degree. This is our answer. Angle E means here you see BEA. Angle BEA is equal to 70 degree. Here our answer is option C, 70 degree. Question number 34. If PQ is equal to DE, angle R is equal to angle F, angle PQR is equal to angle DEF, then the congruency rule is. Here there is no picture given. We can draw that picture of PQR, triangle PQR and DEF. Here I have drawn that pictures, PQR and DEF. And see, PQ is equal to DE. We can check which all sides and angles are equal. PQ and DE are equal. Then angle R is equal to angle F. This angle R is equal to this angle F. Then angle PQR. This is the angle. This is equal to angle DEF. Here this angle and angle Q and angle E are equal. From this we have to determine which congruency rule is. SSS not we know. SSS means three sides of three sides of a triangle is equal to the corresponding three sides of another triangle. Then it is SSS congruence rule. SAS, that angle should come middle. Included angle should be. Here it is not, so we can avoid that one. And ASA also, that side should come in between that two given angles. That also wrong it is here. Then which is the next one? AAS criteria. And AAS criteria means if two angles and a non-included side of one triangle are congruent to two angles and the corresponding non-included side of another triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. That only AAS criteria. So our answer is AAS, option D. Next question is, the semi-perimeter of the triangle having side lengths 24 cm, 12 cm, 10 cm is. Here that options are given. We have to find the semi-perimeter of the triangle with the given sides. So here we can take A, that side AB 24. Let A, B and C are the three sides of the triangle. Then A equal to 24 cm, B is equal to 12 cm and C is equal to 10 cm. Then we have to find the semi-perimeter of the triangle. We know it is A plus B plus C by 2. Then add these three, 24 plus 12 plus 10 divided by 2, that is equal to 24 plus 12, 36 plus 10 is 46. 46 by 2. We know half of 46 is 23. 23 centimeter is the answer. Here it is option A given as 23. Answer is option A. The next question is, the base of an isosceles triangle is 24 centimeter and its area is 192 centimeter square. Then its perimeter is, we can draw an isosceles triangle here. We know isosceles triangle, these two sides are equal and that base angle also equal. We can give here that name ABC. Here base is 24 centimeter. Here it is A, here it is A, let it be the side base B. Then we have to find the perimeter A plus B, that is 2A plus B is the perimeter of this isosceles triangle. For that we need to find that A, and here it is given area. So we can write down the given things. Area is equal to 192 centimeter square and base is given as 24 centimeter. By using this base and area, we have to find these two equal sides, so that we know area of an isosceles triangle is equal to B by 2, base divided by 2 into square root of A square minus B square by 4. Here A is that equal sides, B is the base, and here that all things given, we can just substitute. Instead of A, area is 192. We can give 192 here. B is 24. 24 by 2, then square root of a square. We don't know what is a. Let it be like that way itself. B square, 24 square divided by 4. Then that is equal to, we can solve it here. 24 by 2 is 12. Then square root of a square minus, we know 24 square is 576. Or multiply it by 24 into 24. You will get that 576 divided by 4. Then next step we can do, it is 12 into square root of a square minus 576 divided by 4 is 144. Then we can change this 12 towards left. We can write it once again like this way. 196 or 12 into square root of a square minus 144 is equal to 192. That is 12, we can take it towards right. That is transpose that 12. That is equal to 192 divided by 12. Here multiplication, while we are transposing it becomes division. Then that is a square, square root of a square minus 144 we are getting. That 192 divided by 12 is equal to 16. This is 16. Now we can square on both sides. Squaring on both sides. If we are squaring, we can eliminate this square root from here. So squaring on both sides, it becomes a square minus 144. Square root we can remove, then it is equal to 16 square. Then we know a square is equal to 16 square is 256. That is a square is equal to 256. Then minus 144 becomes plus 144. That is equal to 256 plus 144 is equal to, we can add this, we will get 400. That is a square is equal to 400. Then what is a? Square root of 400. That is equal to 20. So we have got side only now. A is equal to 20. We want to find the perimeter. Perimeter of this isosceles triangle, we know a plus a, 2a. 2a plus b, that is equal to 2 into. Now we have a and b. A is 20 plus b. B is 24. That is equal to 2 into 20, 40 plus 24. That is equal to 64. This is the answer. Option A, 64 centimeter is the answer. 37. The length of altitude of an equilateral triangle is, options are given, you know. Length of altitude of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 2a. Here I have drawn one isosceles triangle. This is the altitude and here it is a by 2. Altitude and here it is a by 2 and here it is a and here it is a. Length of one side is a, then it is root 3 by 2. Either you have to by heart, length of altitude of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 2 a, or otherwise we can derive it, but it is a one word question. It is better you have to by heart, length of altitude of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 2a. Next question, class mark of class 150 to 160 is, options are given here. We know class mark is equal to actual upper class limit plus actual lower class limit divided by 2. Here actual upper class limit is 160, then plus lower class limit is 150 divided by 2. That is 310 divided by 2, that is equal to 155. 155 is the class mark. So that is option C, 155. That is the answer. Next question, the area of the triangle whose sides are 42 cm, 34 cm, 20 cm in length is, options are given. We have to find the area of this
triangle. We have to apply that Heron's formula. Area is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, where A, B and C are the sides of the triangle. Here A is given 34 centimeter, B is equal to A is equal to 42 centimeter here, B is equal to 34 centimeter and C is equal to 20 centimeter. We have to find that semi-perimeter. S is equal to 42 plus 34 plus 20 divided by 2. We have to add 42 plus 34 plus 20 is equal to 96. 96 by 2 is equal to 48. We have got 48 as S. Then we have to apply that here. S is equal to square root of S, 48 into 48 minus A, 42 into 48 minus B, that is 34, into 48 minus C, that is 20. Then that is equal to square root of 48 into, multiply this, after solving this in the bracket, we have to multiply 48 minus 42 is 6 into 48 minus 34 is 14 into 48 minus 20 is equal to 28. Then for finding this square root, it is very difficult. We can find it very easily if we are writing this 48. We can write it is 6 into 8. Then here it is 6 into 14, we can write 7 into 2. Into 28 we can write 7 into 4. Just to factorize that one. That is equal to, then we can take, here it is 6 and 6. 1 6 we can take outside. 6 square root is 6. Then here is 1 7 and here is 1 7. 1 7 we can take outside. 2 7s from this pair, 1 we can take outside, or 7 square is, square root of 7 square is 7. Then here remains 8 into 2 into 4. See here, this we can write 42 into. Again we can write this, factorize this 8 as 2 into 4 into 2 into 4. Then we can see 2 2's are here. So that is equal to 42 into 2 square. Square root of 2 square is 2. Then here 4 into 4, 16. Square root of 16 is 4. Or 4 square root is, square root of 4 square is 4. Then now we have got 42 into 2 into 4. Multiply this. 42 into 2 is 84. 84 into 4 is equal to 336 centimeter square. And we have 336 centimeter square as B. So option B is the answer. Option B, last question is, the weekly wages in rupees of 30 workers in a factory are given below. And here that numbers are given. Then how many workers are receiving less than 860 rupees as weekly wages? So we have to find the numbers which are less than 860. We can count it. 1 less than 860. Then this is the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one, ninth one, 10th one, 11th one, 12th one, 13th one, 14th one, 15th one, 16th one, 17th one, 18th one, 19th one, 20th one, then 21st, 22nd and 23rd. So we have got 23 workers are receiving less than 860 rupees as weekly wages. So our answer is option A, 23 workers.